literacy and language reforms. The continuing campaign to eradicate the illiteracy also were as a part of the basic education. Chinese government statistics indicate that the total population of nearly 1.1 billion in 1985, about 2-3 million to people were illiterate, or the are some are similarities or the difficulties of mastering writing Chinese, making rising the literacy rate particularly difficult. In these general languages, reform was intended to make the writing and the standard language easier to learn, which in turn would foster both literacy and linguistic unity, and this served as a foundation for a simpler written language. In 1951, the party issued a directive that inaugurated a three-part plan for languages reform. The plan sought to establish universal comprehension of the standardized common language, simplify written characteristics, and introduce, where possible may remain forms based on the Latin alphabet. In 1956, Potogong, a modern standard Chinese, was introduced as a language of the instruction in schools and in the national broadcast media, and by 1977 it was in use throughout the China, particularly in the government and the party and the education. Although in 1987 government continued to endorse the goal of the universalizing Putuguao, hundreds of the regional and local dialects continue to be spoken. Complicated interregional communication or second language reforms required the simplification of the ideographs, because the ideographs with the fewer strokes are easier to the learn. In 1964, the committee for reforming the Chinese writing written language released an official list of 2,238 simplified characters, most basics into the languages. Simplification made literacy easier, although some people, especially in Hong Kong, which is still using the traditional Chinese, thought only in simplified characters were cut off from the wealth of Chinese literacy written in the traditional characters. Any ideas of the replacing the ideology and scripts with the Romanized script was the soon abandoned. However, the government and education leaders, the third areas of the change involved the proposal to use the Pinyin Romanization system more widely. Pinyin, first approved by the National People Congress in 1958, was encouraged primarily to facilitate the spread of the Patungua is in the region where other dialects and the language are spoken. By the mid of the 1980s, however, the use of the Pinyin was not a widespread as a use of the Patungua. Retaining the literacy was as much as problem, requiring at particular among the rural population. Literacy rate declining between the 1966-1976. Political disorder may have contributed to the decline, but the basic problem was that many Chinese ideographs can mastered only through rote learning and can be often forgotten because of the discuss. Information and Communication Technology (ICT). In 2010, the government of the China released its medium and long-term national ICTs in education master plans, which stated explicitly that ICTs would have a historic impact on the development of the education, and called for a strong emphasis on ICT in education. In order to realize the scientific and orderly development of ICT in education, China has developed a holistic and the top-down approaches. The 10-year development plan for ICT in education 2011-2020 was formalized in 2012. It states that the 2020 all adults will have access to quality education resources in an ICT enabling environment. An ICT supported service system for the learning societies will take shape, and all regions and schools at all levels will have broadband internet access. In order to considerable enhance internet coverage and transmission capacity, China has accelerated its drive to upgrade infrastructure, including the China Education Research Network and China Education Broadband Satellite, which are the two main education networks. To enhance the impact of ICT in education and teaching, China has placed a strong focus on developing quality digital education resources. In particular, China has launched the One Teacher, One Quality lesson and One Class or One Quality Teacher initiative, which has led to the creation of quality digital teaching resources for 3.26 million teachers in tandem. And the Chinese government has encouraged higher education institutions to develop MMO MOOCs and private campaigns to develop the basic digital resources to supplement formal education materials to enhance the modernization of education governance. China promoted ICT in education administration through the establishment of a national data center and the implementation of the national service system for the education decision making. China has also set up a national data center supporting the administration through a unique online identity number for each student, each teacher, and each school in an effect to promote the widespread application of the ICT in teaching. China has carried out the fully scale capacity training for teachers. China has launched a capacity improvement project targeting primary and secondary school teachers' capacity to use ICT, help them to integrate the ICT into their teachers. ICT training for education administrators has also been stepped up so as to enhance their ICT leadership capabilities.